Good morning. I am so happy that you're back for part 3 of my series, Crazy Mistakes Young People Make and How to Avoid Them. If this is your first time and you missed the previous two parts, the videos are still available. Please go back and listen to part 1, Not Being Yourself, and part 2, Not Taking Care of Your Mind and Body. This morning I'm doing part 3, Crazy Mistakes that Young People Make and How to Avoid Them, which is not listening to authoritative figures. Yes, I said authoritative. I know different people will try to speak into your space if there may be negative things, and these may be peers, people that don't know any more than you do. But we're talking about not listening to authoritative figures. And this would be such as your parents, school counselors, advisors, mentors, coaches, clergy, etc. As young adults, many times you want to prove yourself. You want to go through life and show that you can do it yourself. So I'm just going to do it based on trial and error. So if I do it and I make a mistake, it doesn't come out right, I made a mistake. If it does come out right, then I did it. But why do that? Why go through that? It's no different than if you wanted to make a delicious cake. Why would you go in the kitchen and based on trial and error say, well, I think I probably need to put a little cinnamon in here. I think when I tasted my aunt's, I think I tasted pineapple. Why do that when an authoritative cooker or baker has a recipe that you can use and you can do it? It's no different. Your parents have lived a life. They love you and they want to see you fare well. So listen to the advice that they have for you. If they tell you to watch your friends, be careful who's in your space, they're only doing that because based on their experiences, they had people that were in their space and they found out the hard way that those people were not any good for them. They were either there because of jealousy, they weren't having a good life, etc., and they wanted them to be just as miserable. So they want you to have a good life, so they try to give you the values that they've learned the hard way, such as money. You may think that it's okay to just, whatever money you get your hands on, whether it's a part-time job, money your parents are giving you, that you just go out and spend it. I'm just free to spend. But based on the life that your parents had, they realized maybe they did the same thing. And they found out the hard way that you can't just spend everything that you get your hands on. You have to save some. You have to put some aside for emergencies. Of course, you have to pay your tithes. But they learned the hard way. So you need to listen. You can't spend everything that you get. If you have an emergency, you don't want to become a slave to the borrower. Be a borrower and be a slave to the lender, because there's interest that you have to pay, so you're going to end up paying more than they are loaning you. So if you have money saved and set aside for emergencies, then if something breaks, someone steals your computer or whatever, you can replace it. You don't have to borrow the money to replace it. You have your advisors. They should talk to you when you get in college about your student loans and how they work and how you should spend that money. A lot of times people think, oh, well, this is money that I can spend any way I want to. So you go through school and as many student loans as you can get, you get them, but you don't only just spend them on tuition and books. You go to the bookstore, you see something that you think you might want, such as a computer, which you don't need, you already have one, and you just buy it. That's not good. Eventually, you are going to have to pay that money back. So you're paying for things that you didn't need. At the end of the day, you only want to pay for your tuition and your classes, things that you had to have in order to get your degree. If you don't need student loans, if your parents are paying, or you have a part-time job and you can offset some of that cost, only get the money that you truly need. This is going to be a help to you. Listen to your advisors. Don't take classes at the class and, I don't have to study. I want to go out and party. I want to pledge for this fraternity. And then that's money that you've wasted. Listen to your counselors. It is important that when you take those classes, you pass them and you go on to the next class. So these are people that you need to listen to. If there's a mentor that has taken the time and they want to get into your space to help you, you need to listen to them. Listen to those words of wisdom. How are they trying to help me? They took their time to help me to be better. I want to build a better life. I want to be a better young adult and adult. So how can I do this? By avoiding crazy mistakes. And if I have an authoritative figure that is able to assist me, to help me, then I need to do what? Listen to them. It's all a part of listening and understanding that these people have been there, they've done that, they know the mistakes, they know the right path. They are willing to help you, so you need to allow them to help you. They have no desire to hurt you. Remember, these are not for your little peers or friends that are in your space whispering in your ear for the wrong reason. These are authoritative individuals that have the education, the knowledge, and the experience to help you. Please avoid the mistake of not listening to them. Listen to them, take heed, and build a better life now. Thank you, and stay tuned next week for part 4 of crazy mistakes young people make and how to avoid them. Thank you, and have a great day.